there is nothing we want to hide. So the media will be allowed to do their own tallying, the political parties will be doing their own tallying. But at the end of the day, it's actually the commission that is going to be responsible for declaration and also announcement. So I think for now, let me take this opportunity to thank you very much. I know also you are going to be all over the country. Our only prayers is that you don't just focus on the town centers. If it is possible, you should go to the rural areas and cover those areas that mostly many people will not like to go. If it is possible, you like all of these polling stations to be covered by the observers and monitors. And finally, we expect good reports from you, reports that are not biased, but the reports that are objective, that will assist the Commission to even streamline and improve its activities after the elections. With that, with those few remarks, let me once again thank you, and I wish you fruitful deliberation. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Marjan Hussein Marjan, the Commission Secretary and CEO for IBC. Allow me to welcome Madam Juliana Cherera, who is also the IBC Vice Chairperson and the Chairperson of the Media and Call Center here at the National Tallying Center. Let's welcome her with a hand of applause. I know it's cold. Let's clap. Give her a better hand of applause. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Thabita. The Chair of the Commission, IEBC, Mr. Afula Chebukati, fellow commissioners, the CEO of IEBC, directors, staff, our esteemed observers, good morning. I want to first take this opportunity to thank all of you for coming to this briefing session, and also to thank you for showing your interest to become observers in this 2022 general election. From our portal, we have seen more than 10,000 individuals showing interest to become observers. So we are glad as a commission that we are opening up the space for transparency and credibility. This is very key to us, because not unless the elections are transparent and credible, no one is going to accept the results. But the steps that we are taking, indeed, we are removing all shadow of doubt so that this process is very transparent and everyone can see for themselves and judge for themselves. I want to speak something on the administrative bit of it. As you can see, there are 10,000 individuals that have shown interest to become observers in different areas, and we have more than 1,000 who have shown interest to become observers at the National Tallying Center. The National Tallying Center at the main auditorium can only hold 2,000 individuals. 2,000 individuals. And as the chair in charge of partnerships, we have different partners and different stakeholders. So that number already, the observers are taking half of it. And to put logic into the works, we are going to limit the numbers and give each and every organization that has shown interest to become observers at the National Tallying Center, but reduce the numbers of individuals that you have registered or applied for. So this is for administrative purposes, so that we can have all our other partners and other stakeholders that will be present at the National Tallying Centers. But for the areas that you have been accredited for in the field, there is no limitation. You are free to observe and to go to the areas that you have been accredited for. So for the national tallying centers, that is where we will limit, but we'll ensure that every organization gets a chance. So with those few remarks, allow me to now officially ask the chair of IEBC to come and give his opening remarks and officially open this session.
Good morning. Mine is to welcome you, both local and international observers, to observe the 2022 general elections. As a commission, we have the duty and responsibility to ensure that observation missions are part of our electoral process. It is indeed our constitutional requirement. If you look at our Constitution Article 884, it says the Commission shall facilitate observers as part of our constitutional mandate. And so your being here adds credibility to the process we are undertaking. As a commission, and as CEO has told you, and my vice chair, that we are ready for the elections on 9th of August. We have prepared everything, and right now what we are working on is just a bit of logistics of delivering materials, and as well as a bit of training of the staff that are going to be deployed in the elections, and especially the staff at the polling station level. So the commission is ready, and for us to be able to inform the world that we have indeed delivered a free, fair, and credible election, which is transparent, your reports, your testimonies then come in to add to that transparency that we have been working on. And so mine is to welcome you to Kenya. For those of you who are from outside, as has been mentioned, we have a team of applications of about 18,000 observers who will participate in this year's election. 10,000 have already been processed, including yourselves, and 8,000 are being processed. International observers, about 1,300. The rest are local observers. So we have more observers than the number of candidates participating in this year's election. We have about 16,000 candidates contesting for 1,882 elective positions. The technical team will take you through what's expected of you, and they'll also be able to answer most of the do's and the don'ts as you go around the country and as you visit our tallying centers during your mission. But otherwise, for us as a commission, we welcome you. We have other meetings we must run to, but in case you have any questions that touch on the general aspects of the elections, which are not technical, because the technical team will deal with your technical details, you can allow some 2 or 3 questions before we retreat to another meeting. So welcome to Kenya for those of you from outside, and enjoy your stay. Thank you.
A good hand of applause for the chairman. Thank you. Allow me to welcome Joyce Akelo, Partnerships Officer, to come and give us a brief on the election observation process, principles of election observation, responsibilities of the Commission, the 2022 general election context, and observers' reports. Now the workshop is officially opened by Mr. Wafula Chebukati. Welcome, Joyce.
Thank you, Tabitha. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to quickly take you through, okay, not very quickly, take you through the roles of, as observers, your roles, your rights and privileges, and how to do your reporting. The first thing we're going to do is define what observation is. And the dictionary definition of observation is to notice or perceive something and register it as significant.
Sorry for that interruption. The chairman and commissioners will be leaving for another very urgent engagement. So we wanted to give you this opportunity. If you have one or two questions you'd like to ask